What's going on, guys? I just thought I'd give you a little update here. I got it kind of mocked up, although the front end here is kind of setting up on it a little bit. But because the back end's weighted down, I don't got anything holding it up back there. It's just going to sit like that. But I can push down on it to kind of give you an idea here of what we got. That's going to be the ride height. The rear end is going to be up just a tad bit higher, just because I don't have my. I've got pieces in there to simulate my springs, but once I actually get my springs made, it's going to be a little bit higher in the rear end, which is kind of what I'm going for. Those of you that have seen my pictures and stuff on Facebook, you'll know that I did have my axle mounted out in the front here. And last night before I went to bed, I was playing around with it, and I kind of scooted it back a little bit, and I kind of like that look a little better. But I am going to have to make me something in there for my spring to sit on, and then run my trailing arms, I guess you want to call them, my bones back. From the side there, I got. I'm not gonna be able to tell, but I'm scratch building me some motor mounts and then the transmission mount in here. This is how it's going to be. You're going to be able to see the end of the transmission. All that's going to be right there, so the drive line will be right down beside you. I'm going to put me some kind of something around the drive line. I don't know yet, but I'm going to put some kind of a cage. I'm going to make some kind of cage to put around it so it's not, too terribly bad if it was to break. I'm not going to have, as you can see, the floor pan is just right there, and it runs just to right there where the step up is in the back of the chassis. You can kind of see it back in there. I'm going to leave it like that. I kind of like that look. I was actually thinking of just letting the roll pan follow it up and back, but then I did this, and I kind of like it like that. It's going to allow me to, do a lot of detailing in there, and it's not going to be hidden by anything, so you'll be able to see all that. The hinges, I got so aggravated with the hinges on this kit. With them, because there's no way to hold them. The doors just kind of sit on there, and they kind of flop back and forth on their own, look plumb goofy. And when you'd go to open them or shut them, they'd come up, slip up off the pins. I didn't keep any of them to show any, but those of you that have built this kit, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm probably just going to try to make my own hinges for the doors. Kicking around the idea of maybe suiciding the doors. I'm not 100% on that, just because the way you make your hinges, it sits back in there and it kind of takes up room. So I may just do them the other way, try to hide them behind my dash. The dash, speaking of which, cut it down to size. I've been working on it, playing with it a little bit. It's a dash out of the 57 Ford. I cut it down the center and just kept taking out what I needed, and that's what I ended up with. And then I trimmed off the sides that stepped back on it, kind of sanded them down a little bit. Still got a little bit of work, and I am going to come in and detail all this crap out now, because this is from a car that I built, I don't know, a few years ago when I first got back on the YouTube, and somehow it got all broken and busted up. So I robbed the dash out of that kit. And I was thinking, I've got the steering wheel and stuff here too. I was thinking I might use that also, but I think I'm going to do something else for the steering wheel. But I am going to use this dash in there. Hang on, I got somebody wanting up here in my lap. My little co-builder. Where was I here? You know, this engine's out of, like I say, it's out of the 67 Chevelle kit. The axle and wheels and tires and stuff's all out of the kit that the body's from. I'll pull it apart here. That's not glued in yet. I just got it sticking in there. I'm going to be making, when I start doing my body work, I'm going to make me some panels to go in here so it'll look like it's not ever had a wheel well there. It'll be just solid around through there. But of course I will have to cut me some slots out for it to slide down over my axles and everything like that. Firewall, I've got it here somewhere. I know I didn't throw it away. I always keep stuff I cut off. I just don't know what I've done with it. I might have threw it back in the box. I don't know. If I did, I'll be surprised by looking at this bench. I couldn't find anything on this bench if I wanted to from all the crap that's sitting all over it. Oh, I don't know where it's at. The firewall, I cut it out and then I put just this piece of plate on there, and I cut a hole for my transmission to go through. I still need to clean it up a little bit. There, my 4-pan fell out. You know, I chopped it. I took, I think this is what I used when I chopped it. That's how much I took out of it, out of the chop on it. I took it all the way around, the same size all the way around on it. I like the little small window in the back. Although by the time I get my fuel tank in there and everything, you probably won't even be able to see out of that like it's a window. And then the chassis I've got, it took me some time to make that. It took me, I don't know, I've been playing with the idea for about the last month, just making, you know, trying different techniques and how to make it and stuff like that. And when I started making this one, I kind of knew the plan that I was going to do and how I was going to do it, and it still took me a good while to do. I didn't time myself or anything, but you can see it's got some bigger holes and then the smaller holes there. Well, the smaller holes are going to have pins in them to simulate like it's bolts or something that's holding the two sides together, even though I've put chunks of styrene in between them to hold them apart in different areas. But then I drilled holes all in the axle here, and then I had to widen my rear end. You can see the pieces in there that I've got just simulating my springs, and then I still got to make my I don't know what you'd call them, the supports, the arms, I don't know for sure, with the rear end. And I've got white glue on stuff. I don't have anything really glued together unless it's like the axle where I've cut it up and moved my spring mounts in and stuff like that. I've got that all permanently glued together, but the wheels are just white glued on, and the front axle is not even a part of it yet. I just got it setting up on there. But I think that's about it for this video. I'm having a lot of fun with this build. I know you guys are too. Seen a few videos from people. Actually liking it a lot. Liking the videos. I think I haven't put a list of names up or anything, but I wasn't trying to keep track of them because I didn't think we would be getting that many people. But I was kind of caught off guard and surprised, so I went back and tried to find everybody, and I think I've got most of them. I might still be missing one or two, not sure. I think altogether we've got like 23, 24, something like that, which is pretty good. I mean, for a rat rod build especially, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you could put rat rod community build or rat rod. Let's do rat rod group build. as a title for your video. So that way it'll make it a lot easier for me and Patrick to find you. Heath over at Southern Fried Rod Shop. He's the one that's helping me. We're doing this together. So it would help if you'd put like Rat Rod Community Build or Rat Rod Group Build up in your video, on the title of your video, so that way it would help us find you more. Because if we're not subscribed to you and you don't let us know that you're actually doing anything for it, it's real hard for us to find you. So yeah, that'd be cool. Like I say, I've seen a lot of videos. Look like people are having fun. So yeah, just main thing is just have fun, guys. Just enjoy it. It's a build. It's a fun build. I enjoy building rats. I know everybody that I've talked to that actually builds them enjoys building them. Hopefully we can get the sickness out there and get some other people into building them. So yeah, but that's it for me, guys. This video's long enough. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.